Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video I'm going to be talking about how I was able to take my art from this to this in a matter of 6 months. Now hold on, before you click off this video thinking that's a really long time, I want you to know that I'm a tired dad with 2 kids and one is a 5-month-old baby. I don't really get time like that to make a lot of art. So anyone watching without any extra responsibilities, you might see improvement way sooner. Now I would like to introduce you to the master artist I learned from, Rinotuna. He is a master at character design, with each of his character illustrations being absolutely amazing and eye-catching. He uses a lot of saturated colors to bring his characters to life. His shading techniques are top-notch too. Not only are the colors lively and vibrant, but also the poses and emotions of each character. It's as if these characters are showing who they are without actually saying anything. He also has a unique way of turning objects into characters. I mean, look at all this amazing art! Wow! Once I saw his art, I knew that I wanted to learn his techniques and maybe one day reach close to his level. So now I just need to see if he has any tutorials anywhere. And here we are on Coloso. Luckily, oh, that price. Well, I guess I gotta dig through some savings and find a way to get this course, you know, and now that my wallet has told me transactionally there's no way of going back, this will definitely be worth it, right? I mean, it's definitely better than spending a bunch of money to go to art school and to get a degree and be in an insane amount of debt, only for that art school to suddenly shut down. Art Institute. Now, before I share with you my journey, I want to let you know that no, this video is not sponsored by Coloso, but if anyone from Coloso ends up watching this video, can you hook me up with a free class? And not one of those cheap classes that's always on sale. You know which ones I'm talking about. But since I don't have an affiliation with Coloso, I'll be honest with y'all. There's a couple things I want to mention, and that is that this class is in Korean. So if you get this course, just know that you'll be looking down at subtitles, pausing and reversing so that way you can follow along. But there's hope, because Coloso has done an AI English dub of the class as well for an extra $20. I have both versions, and I've watched both versions. Now I don't know if it's just me, but the AI voice dub would randomly speed up occasionally, and sometimes I couldn't catch what it was saying. Huh? I think it got its training from Eminem and Busta Rhymes. If you're able to understand all the lyrics from Eminem's Rap God, then you might not have a problem with the AI voice. Other than that, it does make it a bit easier to follow along for English speakers. So I don't mind recommending this version. It's time to tell you how I studied. Instead of just watching every single video online and drawing what Rinotuna was teaching, I instead found it useful to study what he taught in sections, and then to apply it to random references that weren't in the course. So if the video was about basic human body proportions, I would watch the video, take notes, and then apply those to several references. I had to get myself in the mindset of making sure I fully understood what was being taught and not to just draw, just to draw. Having an understanding is way more important than just drawing for the sake of drawing. It helps to retain the information and to problem solve for yourself, especially when it comes to learning hands. This course has so much information in it. I learned anatomy, proportions, stylization, color theory, lights and shadows. Then the last stretch of his videos is learning how to design a character by gathering reference, understanding character compositions, And finally, drawing a character, applying everything that you've learned. All the information definitely justified the price. I'm just saying. Now, in my case, I was about a month and a half into doing this workflow and almost at the end of the course. And then my baby was born. Remember that 5-month-old baby I was talking about earlier? Well, baby came and my progression just halted. And in came the sleep deprivation and no time or energy to draw anything for at least the first month. I was worried that I would begin to lose the information that I just learned, and I would find any little time to draw the simplest sketch. It didn't have to be fully rendered, but as long as I still applied what I learned, then maybe there was hope. Unfortunately, I did lose a bit of what I learned and was hit with the old, if you don't use it, you lose it. But I was not discouraged. A couple months later, and my wife and I were finally able to get some sleep and get a somewhat consistent schedule going. Now my window for drawing was after everyone had fallen asleep and I could get back to the grind. But yeah, I had forgotten quite a bit of information, and looking over my notes wasn't helping as much as I had hoped, because I didn't feel motivated to redraw and re-understand my notes. Oh boy. But then, the YouTube algorithm god had blessed my recommendation feed with Rinotuna's YouTube channels. So instead of redrawing my notes, I just drew along with Rinotuna's YouTube videos and refreshed what he had taught in the Coloso videos. Now, I just need to hope the algorithm can bless me again with some views. This was the moment I started seeing rapid progression, because I wasn't just copying what he was doing. No, I understood what he was doing. Now I would draw along with him and then make my own creative decisions. Like picking different colors, because he taught me how to understand color theory. So now I can apply what he taught in this example. From this point, I started doing my own kind of drill and practice method, where I would draw along with the YouTube videos and then take a reference image and recreate it in that style. Then rinse and repeat whenever I could find time. Not every drawing was a success, but over the next month or so, I definitely started to see a big difference in how far I came. Something I forgot to mention is that Rinotuna does his course and also his YouTube videos in Photoshop. I actually don't draw in Photoshop. I do have Photoshop, but I just don't draw in it. Instead, I prefer to draw in Clip Studio Paint. So just to let you know that even though you may have a different drawing program that you're using, the lessons and principles that you learn still carry over. Rinotuna specializes in simplification and a consistent workflow, and by me doing the same, I had significantly cut down the amount of time I spent on a completed drawing. What would usually take me 5 days or more to do now only took me a few hours or a day. So, what do you think of the end results? Here are some key takeaways that I learned. 1. Take your time learning. There's no need to be in a hurry to get to the end goal. Instead of drawing every day to meet your own quota, make sure you draw to understand. Also, everyone learns differently, so figure out how you like to learn things and make learning work for you. 2. Have fun with the process. For me, it's been almost 7 years since I got back into drawing, and when I started back up drawing, my drawing skills were definitely not where I had left them. For a little bit, it was frustrating and a bit demoralizing, but then I just stopped caring about how I used to be, and then looked forward to what I will be. It didn't matter if what I made wasn't perfect, but if I enjoyed what I made. 3. It's okay to fail. Failing isn't the end of the world, and one bad drawing just means today can be a silly drawing day. It's okay to just come back to the drawing the next day. 4. Master studies are great. It's definitely beneficial to find a few art masters that you like and learn from them. They are very well worth the price. 5. Don't be too hard on yourself. Just know there's a difference between being hypercritical and putting yourself down. Life isn't easy, and never give up on yourself. If you found this video helpful, then let me know in the comments below. Or maybe there's a subject that you would like me to focus on in another video. I do read the comments. I mean, it's not like I have many subscribers anyway. So, with that being said, have a wonderful rest of your day or night, and I'll see you later.